signs, it's Kay from Kay Loves Tarot. Just waiting for someone to join. I did start another live feed, and for some reason people couldn't hear me. People are just joining now. Can you just confirm whether you can hear me or not? Oh, brilliant. Okay, so yeah, let's just do this again. Do you know what? I don't know what it was. I think it's got something to do with the fact that I've had to switch the port that I use for the USB camera, and I think that's what it is. More than likely, anyway. It's Merc retrograde, and everything fucks up in Merc retrograde. Everything just goes backwards and left and right and here, there, and everywhere. And it's had to be in Scorp season. Well, Scorpio's feeling it. Well, I am. And so yeah, let's get stuck in then. So fire signs. Yes, Danielle Howard. How are you, my darling? Let's get stuck in. So normally I sort of start with Aries, but I'm going to start with Leo this time because I don't know. I need to start with Leo. Hey, Tabby. You can hear me now. Oh, you're too kind. You're too sweet. Hey, Miss Leo. I'm actually just going to do Leo first as well. There you go. So let's get stuck in. So let's see what these energies are like for the end of November for the Leos. And then we'll do Aries and then Sagittarius. So, Danielle Howard, how you been? I've been okay. I've been good. Yes. Woot, woot. Right then. So let's do this. So Leos. I'm doing it the same way that I did the Earth and the Water. We're going to see what you're coming into this period with, what energy you're coming in with, and then what energy you're likely to be met with in terms of love energies. So we've got first two out, the Devil reverse and the Ten of Swords. Seems like a completion stage for the Leos when it comes to healing. We've managed to get out of toxic situations, and we've recognised that we've been stuck in a bit of a rut. Some of you may have even had an apology, which has aided that healing process. So I'm wondering if some of you have actually, someone said sorry for something. And there we go, the Wounded Soldier card. So this is sort of like, yeah, I accept your apology, but it still hurts. That looks like energy that some of you are coming into this period with. I miss you guys too, Miss Leo. Thank you, Glitter Sunflower. So yeah, it's just off the bat, just straight those four cards. End of a toxic situation. 10 in the upright, they're always completion stages. And like I say, with that Page of Wands, it just seems to me like if someone's felt the need to say sorry, it's been said, whether that be from you or them. But it's helped. It's helped no end. Yeah, all right, someone's still got sour grapes. Someone's sort of like, yeah, I'm still on guard with you. I'm still protecting myself. I'm still not going to sort of open up too much to you again, but thank you for the apology nonetheless. And then obviously what you could be met with, I'll explain. Well, the Monday Fun Day this week didn't happen because I had a really, really long drive on Monday. I'd been away for the weekend and I had to get back. And by the time I got back, I was bloody knackered. I'd have had no energy for years. Anyway, like I was saying, the energy that the Leo's probably being met with during this time. So up first, we've got the King of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune. The King of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune. This is just, I want to keep going. The King of Pentacles in the reverse. The Tower in the reverse. I'm going to keep going. I feel I need to keep going, you guys. The Five of Swords reversed and the Seven of Pentacles reversed. So, what does this mean? I definitely want to say you guys are definitely headed for a lot better than what you've been having of late. If love energies haven't been quite perfect, even if it's been something really petulant that you're just like, oh no, that's pissed me off. Or if you've pissed someone else off and it's just sort of like, you know what? Miss Leo, it was a Virgo, he apologised last week. Well, there you go. You know, whether you've had an apology from someone or whether you felt the need to apologise to someone, it's put you on a better path in terms of better luck it's sort of like opened up to the point now where we can make a move towards better things. I kind of want to sort of turn these two around here so make a move towards better things to come. I think you guys have got a lot to look forward to moving into December. I do feel like some residual energy from this past conflict, whatever it was. Like I say, this is just a situation that you ended up trapped in that you didn't necessarily want to be in, you know, but we've got out of it. We've, you know, someone's clearly offered an olive branch of some sort. It's helped us move forward. It's helped us move on to better and new pastures. And it's the right time to do that as well. I always feel the Wheel of Fortune, it's all about good timing. It's like, now's the time where we clear that energy, we can move forward. And, you know, I suppose work towards, you know, enjoying the festive season, even something like that. But I feel like the Tower reversed in the King of Pentacles. I feel like this is acceptance of, how can I put this? I'm wondering if it's not you guys, if you were, it's some of you, not all of you, were involved with someone who was a little bit too smothering. You know, to the point where jealousy, selfishness, and greed kind of play a part. I kind of want to say, are we realizing now that we're, you know, it wasn't meant to be? We have avoided a disaster, even if it wasn't them that was that energy. For example, if it was you that felt yourself getting a little bit too needy and clingy with someone, and it was getting a little bit too toxic, a little bit too thick and heavy, and you know, it's sort of like, do you know what? I've avoided that disaster. And I kind of want to say this is a realization that it just wasn't meant to be. But that's a good thing because, like I say, now we're being pushed towards better things to come. And obviously, a realization, running away doesn't always help. Sometimes we sort of need to stick a situation out in order to see the reality, especially when it comes from behaviour from yourself, you know what I mean, that needs to change. For some of you, for others of you, this is sort of somebody else acknowledging that they may have been that toxic, you know what I mean, and that selfish, hanging on when they really shouldn't have been, in other words. So here it's sort of like, let's try not to focus on the fact that, you know, we may have built something up here for nothing, you know, an all for naught kind of vibe. I think the five of swords in the reverse, I just feel like it's, you know, swords, what goes on in your head. I just feel like it's sort of, you know, yeah, all right, maybe we didn't waste the time because we learnt those lessons. You either don't put up with that kind of energy from someone in the first place, you know, or let it drag on maybe as long as it did, or you learn not to behave in that way yourself in future relationships. And I kind of feel like these are just lessons that you guys are learning at this time. So, Leos, let me take a look at some romance angels for you guys and see what comes up. Sort of one sticking out there. So, yeah, release an ex. There we go. The time has come to clear your energy, which is exactly what we've been talking about. Let's see what other things are here. Giving a relationship a chance. Yeah, so this is pretty much like, in order to give a future relationship a chance, we still have to learn those lessons from the past. So if you've been involved in toxic relationships, it's about acknowledging and taking responsibility for your part in that. We can never really do anything about somebody else's behaviour, but we can always take a look at our own and say, well, all right, even if they were the ones with the bad behaviour, why did we put up with that? Why couldn't we just walk away? You know what I mean? And this is that lesson for future relationships. And if you're the one that may have been a little bit too needy, clingy and selfish, and it ultimately cost a relationship that otherwise may have been quite okay, if you were the one that added that element of toxicity, again, it's a lesson for future relationships. If you want to give future relationships a chance, we've got to learn these lessons. And I really think coming into the Christmas period, you guys could probably do with a little bit more positivity in your life. So there it is in the form of the Wheel of Fortune. Don't waste those opportunities, okay? Right, and Leos, I'll leave that there, and I'm going to move on to Aries. Let's see what's going on for the Aries during this time. So, Aries, if anybody does want a personal reading, I'm available. And don't forget, we've still got a special offer on people who pay £10 for 20 minutes. Get their 20 minutes pre-recording, and they also get an entry into a prize draw at the end of the month to win a 40-minute live reading. So let's move on. Aries. Sun, Moon and Rising. Aries. What's the energy that Aries is coming into at this time, mid-month? Judgment, revival, rejuvenation, second chances, definite blast from the past, Aries. What's going on? Aries got some blast with the past. Seven of Cups, maybe some confusion around this. Not quite fully understanding why, maybe. 10 of Wands. I'm just going to clarify the 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands. What's 10 of Wands for? Okay. Justice. Justice. Rebalancing of the scales. Okay. Just right off the bat, you guys been feeling a bit disconnected from what you would consider a soulmate. And this isn't something that ended bitterly. I could say that for sure. This is definitely not something that ended bitter. This feels more bittersweet. You know, like in the sense that external circumstances stopped it from going forward. Whoever this person is to you. Could be a Libra. It feels like external circumstances stop this from moving forward. And, you know, I'm sort of seeing like a couple needing to part ways just because the circumstances won't allow it to happen. But this is two people who otherwise actually did get on really well. And I'm seeing a lot of confusion about trying to get this back on track. Okay? But I am seeing a second chance coming around. So let me see what's coming towards Aries. Slow progress. Slow progress. Doing things the right way this time and not trying to rush it and just being okay. The Seven of Swords is in the reverse. And this is, for one, this could be in one of two things. Let me just sort of finish off. Oh, fuck me, Aries. Two of Cups. You guys definitely got something going on here. The Hermit, reversed. One more for the Aries. Yeah. Ace of Pentacles. The Seven of Swords can be split into two different things, okay? So this could either be feeling that you've lost them, but that they sort of come back. You know, for example, if someone ran off because the going got tough. You know, maybe somebody who can't confront their feelings. Maybe somebody who didn't know how to emotionally connect. You know, like I say, we're talking about external circumstances stopping two people who actually really get on. Could have otherwise been a really nice relationship. I'm saying external circumstances stopping that moving to where it needed to go. So, you know, and we're talking silly stuff. Silly stuff, like not being able to face feelings or, you know, distance could have been a bit of an issue. You know what I mean? Like I say, it's nothing that's actually going to stop a relationship from forming kind of stuff. But this Seven of Swords, it could be in somebody who felt like they ran away and they come back. It could be that. But also with the Seven of Swords, I'm getting a feeling that if you thought this person's coming back for no good, it ain't like that. You're getting the wrong end of the stick. If they're coming back to make things right. And this time, they're going about it the right way. Okay? So we've got this nice sort of slow progress kind of going on towards a goal, offer of commitment and loyalty. And a Hermit in the reverse, this is knowing exactly what and who you want. Because when it's in the upright, we're following our dreams, our desires, our goals. We're trying to figure out what we want and how we're going to get that. There's the stars in the land. Stars are all about your hopes, your wishes, your goals, you know. In the reverse, yeah, we know damn well what we want. That's what that is. Okay, let me see. Okay, let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. For some of you, this person could be considered a friend. For others, you may need to see, well, maybe your friends have got a lot to say on the situation. I think if you've got some supportive friends around you that are sort of saying, oh, come on, give them another chance, that could be it. for some of you. Trust. Situations calling for you to have faith. One more for the Aries. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. If you guys want this, I've got a funny feeling you can have it. But is your stubbornness going to get in the way? You know. I know you Aries can be a little bit stubborn at times and be like, damn, no, that bitch or that bastard, run. I'm not going to roll ground on that again. But then again, it's sort of like, well, no, not really. Hear them out at least. They've probably got a valid reason. If they did run away in the past, they've probably got a valid reason. Maybe they were genuinely are shit scared of facing the feelings, or maybe they just don't know how to open up. Maybe external issues really are a factor. Maybe they come from different backgrounds, you know, different country even. Who knows? There's some external influence just stop this getting off the ground, and it just feels so silly. Like it could have been worked on. It could have been worked on. And obviously with justice, the scales are rebalancing, okay? When they come back, all that was wrong is made right, okay? Which gives you every need to actually trust them. So, like I say, I mean, I've got a lot of Earth here, and I've also got the sign of Libra. I've got the sign of Virgo as well. But, yeah, try not to pay too much attention to the signs. I just throw those out there as a little sort of add-on bonus. But otherwise, seems like Aries needs to decide whether or not they want this slow progress towards better things. Not saying a relationship's actually going to manifest at this time, but I am saying someone definitely want to make something wrong right again, which could lead to that. So just bear that one in mind. All right then, Nancy Neal, okay, you're looking lit. Thank you, babe. Right, let's move on and check out what the energy for Sagittarius is like at the end of this month. So, and like I say, if anyone wants a personal reading, feel free to email me. I have some spaces this week. Danielle Howard, yep. Second Libra too. Right, let me see. Thanks, babe. Right, Sagittarius. I'm in rising. What's the energy? Love energy like for Sagittarius. The end of November 2018. What's Sagittarius coming into this period with? What energy is? Yeah, Danielle, I'm doing air signs straight after. What energy? Well, maybe not straight after, within the hour, because I've got a reading in about 20 minutes. So it'll be tonight. It'll be tonight. Energy that Sag is coming into this time period with. Okay. Just bear with me, you guys. One more. Okay. So, Sag, I have got the Empress and the Five of Wands, the Chariot, the Page of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. There's the energy that you're coming into this time period with. This, to me, okay. I think I can read this for both couples and singles, you know. That's the way I'm sort of looking at this. If you are coupled, I'm seeing conflict with someone who's maybe acting a little bit mature and a little bit inconsistent. Immature and inconsistent. And I say that because if you're a couple, we shouldn't be seeing a page here, okay? So this is definite sort of, unless it represents a child, some of you could be having a battle with a child that's thrown you off your love life. And it's inconsistent. It's not moving forward. It's kind of stuck. And I did say it could be a child as well because I've got the Empress. Could be arguing with a partner over a child because maybe the child's playing two parents off against each other. That could be the case as well, Sag. But for the singles, I'd definitely sort of say, okay, we've got some conflict over meeting immature people, inconsistent, and it's sort of like a constant pattern. we're not really sort of meeting anyone on your wavelength. It's very immature. It's very here, there and everywhere, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. And it's like, I see a conflict of interest as well. Like, you just don't connect. You know, you might have a few things in common, but it's not enough. You know what I mean? I'm sort of seeing that for the Sagittarius. And it's just, the whole thing just feels very immature. And I kind of want to say, with this page, this could be like total double tiered. Maybe tweak your approach a little bit. If you feel like you're attracting really, really, really immature people, you know, dating and seeing each other and stuff like that, I don't know, I kind of want to say, change your perception a little bit on yourself. Sometimes we attract how we feel. Attract people according to how we feel. If you're feeling a little bit sort of hard done by yourself and a little bit like, oh, you know, rejection issues and blah, 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 not very confident, you're going to attract people who are waste of time, you know what I mean? Maybe it's worth working on a little bit of inner beauty, inner worth. So let's see where this is going for the Sagittarius. Where's this going? Nine of Wands. The Six of Wands reverse. Two of Pentacles. What was that? Two of Swords. Queen of Cups reversed. Yeah, I'm going to stop there. Right. Okay, I just want to say, for the single Sagittarius, if you continue on a path of constantly sort of picking up people who just seem that immature, you're not allowing yourself to get the right kind of attention. And the Queen of Cups in the reverse is definitely showing me an emotional disconnect, and it's usually an inner disconnect. So if you're not feeling very good about yourself, or the self-confidence issues there and stuff like that, I think Spirit's maybe trying to give a shout out to some of you to say, change your perception of yourself and you'll start attracting better people, okay? Because we're clearly not getting the right kind of attention or recognition from suitors. And obviously I've got 2 twos, so we're looking at 2 options. Maybe some of you are thinking, is it even worth dating? Some of you may need to take a step back from the dating scene if it just seems to be an ongoing problem. Sometimes taking a step back, having a breath of fresh air without that kind of interference just sort of opens your eyes to think, you know what, I am worth more than that. And when you start thinking that way, you attract better. So that's what the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Wands is really. It's that protection layer. It's like, you know what, I'm battered and bruised, I've had enough, just leave me alone, I just want to heal. That's kind of what that's saying. And obviously, for the coupled Sagittarius, if you're having an issue with either an immature partner or if there's an issue with a child, the advice is pretty simple. Try not to overwhelm yourself too much and add to problem. In other words, choose your battles wisely. Okay. Yeah, all right. We've got probably a few bruised egos, but maybe we're paying the wrong kind of attention to either an immature partner or an immature child, or, you know, like a child who may be acting up, who you may be at conflict with. The Spirit's sort of coming in to sort of say, let's adjust the level of attention that we give it. Can it, you know, if they're not hurting anyone else or themselves, can we just ignore it? Sometimes ignoring it, they get bored. You know what I mean? And I suppose it's the same for a partner. It's sort of like, sometimes it's worth keeping the peace. Because I've got, again, this emotional disconnect going on. Not really focusing on what's going to bring you happiness and what's good around you and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Not being able to really sort of see the good around you, because this conflict just seems very constant, very constant. It's like always at battle, always at war, and it's like too inconsistent. The minute you want to sort a problem out, they go running away. And I think Spirit's just trying to say, listen, if it's something really, really serious, then yeah, tackle it head on. If it's just someone's words, just remember, sticks and stones. You know, if there's a bit of disrespect going on, I don't know, wash the mouth out with soap. If it's your partner, I don't know, Wash his mouth out with soap. Spirit's trying to say some situations are not as bad as others, and sometimes chastising isn't always going to pay off. It's choose your battles wisely. That's just the message that's come across dead thick there, was choose your battles wisely. Okay? And I suppose in a way, yeah, that can relate to the singletons as well, in terms of choose your partners more wisely as well. Sometimes we need to look at, you know, within to see what we can change within to make situations better on the outside. So let me throw you guys some romance angels and see what comes up. So I've got this could be the one. So if you're single, it's highly likely once we start tweaking a few things, taking a time out, actually realising what you're worth, building that confidence back up again. It's highly likely you're probably going to meet the one not long after, you know. And I've got very soon and trust. So if things seem really, really tough at the minute, whether it's in family life or your love life, it's temporary energy. It's temporary energy, okay? Very soon it's going to clear up, okay? It's just about wading it out during this time. And obviously it's coming into the festive season. Yeah, all right, this is going to feel really overwhelming. This is going to feel like you've got so many balls in the air, you don't know what to take on first, you know what I mean? But again, break it down. Tackle one thing at a time. You do not have to be doing everything at once. And if there is issues within a family, I don't know, maybe conversation, maybe you just need a time out. Maybe you just need to get away for a few days just to clear your head, you know what I mean? And actually heal a little bit. So, yeah, I'll leave that one there then for the Sagittarius. Like I say, if anyone wants a reading, email me. In the meantime, there you guys, I'm going to shoot because I've got this private reading to do in about 10 minutes. But it's for an hour, and then I should be able to come back on in about an hour and do the air signs, okay? So I'm going to wish you guys all the best for the rest of the month. I really do hope you guys have a fabulous end of the month. And I'm going to shoot, and I will speak to you guys soon. Take care. Bye for now.